Craig. And so looks like, Chair, we do have a quorum.
Thank you, Safarina. Just 1 second, lining up my agenda here. It is 4 o'clock on the dot, so I'm going to go ahead and call us to order and ask Safarina to take us through a roll call.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Alejo.
Here.
Commissioner Rutaskew.
Here.
Thank you. Commissioner Craig.
Here.
Commissioner Gorley.
Here.
Commissioner Oglesby.
Here.
Commissioner Poitras.
Here.
Commissioner Snodgrass.
Here.
Commissioner Stevens.
Here.
Commissioner Velasquez. Okay, I don't see her just yet. I'll come back around. Vice Chair LAFCO.
Here.
And Chair Lopez.
Here. All right, looks like we've got a quorum. I'm going to go ahead and ask Mary Ann to lead us in the pledge this morning. Or afternoon, sorry, morning. See what happens.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Ann. With that, we are at general public comment. This is an opportunity for the public to share comments regarding items not on today's agenda, but within the purview of LAFCO. We ask folks to use a raise hand function, *9 via landline, in order to be recognized. We'll go ahead and allow 1.5 minutes per speaker today. Seeing no hands going up, we will go ahead and close public comment. At this point, we have reached special business, which are items 1 through 3. And we're going to start by administering the oath to our public member. This is Matt Gorley. And so, Matt, if you are prepared, I'll ask that you raise your right hand. And I'm going to ask you a question. This is in the form of a question. So, do you, Matt Gorley, solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, and that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which you are about to enter?
I will.
Thank you, Matt. Congratulations, and thank you for coming back to the commission. I'll ask if you have any comments at this time.
No, just look forward to working through the issues in the Valley countywide and moving forward. Thank you.
All right. At this time, I'm going to turn to council. There's nothing else I need to do besides the swearing, correct?
No, I believe that's it. Thank you, Chair.
All right. Thank you, Matt. This time we're going to move on to our alternate, which is Steve Snodgrass. So for the public member, Steve, if you will do the same and raise your right hand, and I'll state this in the form of a question for you. So do you, Steve Snodgrass, solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which you are about to enter?
I will.
Congratulations, Steve. Any words?
No, just thanks to the commission. I agree with Commissioner Gorley that we need to get after the good work of the commission, and I'm excited to continue on my role with the commission. So thanks again.
Thank you, Stephen. Congratulations. At this point, we have a resolution on our agenda to consider declaring the 2022 selection results of the Independent Special District Selection Committee for a LAFCO regular member representative. I'll see if there's any comments from staff before we look for public comment and then action by this commission.
Thank you, Chair Lopez. Enclosed in as attachment 2.1 is a resolution that contains the results of the first election held within the last 2 months for the seat of regular special district member. That resolution confirms that Commissioner Marianne Leffel was reelected to her seat on the commission for a 4-year term. For your information, there is a second election currently underway to fill the alternate member seat currently held by Commissioner Greg Stevens. Commissioner Stevens is retiring in May. And so we expect to have the results of the mail-in ballot process in mid-May and report to you the new alternate district representative at your May meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Any questions from commissioners? Why don't we take it out for public comment? Ask the public to use the raise hand function to be recognized. I see a hand up from Melody Chrislock. Melody, we'll go ahead and give you 90 seconds. You should have the ability to unmute yourself, and the floor is yours.
Melody Chrislock. I'm not sure that anywhere in the US Constitution it says anything about overturning a free and fair election, as in Measure J. And yet both Matt Gorley and Ms. Lopez, all of you, 5 of you, decided that that was the thing to do, overturn a free and fair election. So when you're taking that oath of office, it seems really hypocritical to the public to hear that after what you've done. Just for the record, thank you.
All right. See no other hands up. We'll close public comment, bring it back, and I will entertain a motion to move the resolution.
So moved. Poitras.
Is there a second?
Second, Craig.
I'll second.
All right. I'm going to take the motion from Poitras, a second from Craig, and go ahead and ask Safrina to take us through a roll call vote.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Alejo. Commissioner Alejo.
Aye.
Thank you. Commissioner Rutescu.
Am I alternate vote today?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Commissioner Craig. Sorry. I'm Commissioner Craig.
Aye.
Commissioner Gorley.
Aye.
Commissioner Oglesby.
Aye.
Commissioner Poitras.
Yes.
Vice Chair Leffel.
Yes.
And Chair Lopez.
Yes. Motion carries. With that, we are at item 3 to administer the oath of office for this for the regular special district seat. So with that, I will turn to Marianne Leffel, ask her to raise her right hand, and I once again will do this in the form of a question. So do you, Marianne Leffel, solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which you are about to enter?
I do. Thank you.
Of course. Any comments, Marianne?
No, I'm looking forward to serving another 4 years on the board, on the commission with all of you, and look forward to doing the best that we can for the people in Monterey County. So thank you.
Congratulations. All right. At this point, we are at our consent agenda, which consists of items 4 through 7. Is there a member of the commission who wishes to pull an item from consent today? Seeing nobody stepping forward, I will turn to the Zoom and see if there's any member of the public who wishes to pull an item from consent today. Seeing no hands going up, we will bring it back and I'll entertain a motion on consent.
I would move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
I'll take the motion from Leffel, the second from Oglesby, and go to Safrina for a roll call vote.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Alejo.
Aye.
Commissioner Craig.
Aye.
Commissioner Gorley.
Aye.
Commissioner Oglesby.
Aye.
Commissioner Poitras,
Yes.
Vice Chair Leffel,
Yes.
Chair Lopez.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you all. At this point, we're in item 8, which is a public hearing to conducting the public hearing to consider the draft final annual budget for fiscal year 22-23. This is our second hearing, and so I'll turn it over to Kate for a report on this item.
Thank you, Chair Lopez. Yes, this is indeed the second of 2 required public hearings for the annual budget that will take effect on July 1st. The draft budget has been forwarded to all of our local agencies for review and comment. And as of this point in time, we have received no questions or comments concerning the draft budget. After the public hearing today, I would request that you discuss and adopt the resolution that is attached as part of agenda item number 8. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. Okay, so at this point, we're going to open the second public hearing to receive public comments on this item. And I will go ahead and do that now. The hearing is open. Is there any member of the public who wishes to make comment on our budget for 22-23? Seeing no hands going up, I will close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission. Are there any additional comments or questions from commissioners?
Chair Lopez.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. Just to reiterate that we talked about at the last meeting, the Finance and Budget Committee did go over this thoroughly and felt very comfortable with this budget coming into the new year.
Wholeheartedly concur.
Move approval.
Got a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
Take the second from Marianne Leffel. So I've got a motion from Alejo, second from Marianne, and we'll go ahead and turn to Safarina for a roll call vote.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Alejo,
Aye.
Commissioner Craig,
Aye.
Commissioner Gorley,
Aye.
Commissioner Oglesby,
Aye.
Commissioner Poitras,
Yes.
Vice Chair Leffel,
Yes.
and Chair Lopez.
Yes, motion carries. With that, we're at the Executive Officer's Communications Report, and for that, we will turn to Kate.
Right, thank you again. As a written report, I have provided some information in the agenda packet concerning the recent formation of the Pajaro Valley Healthcare District. The bill to create this district was signed by the governor in February, and as part of the implementation of the new district, your staff will continue to work with Santa Cruz County and state officials and our local stakeholders here in Monterey County on issues pertaining to governance, boundaries, and financial sustainability. So that completes my report on the Pajaro Valley Healthcare District. I would also like to note, just for your information, that tomorrow evening, Jonathan Brinkman and I will be attending a meeting of the Greenfield Memorial District Board of Trustees. We will be providing some staff training on the roles and responsibilities of that board and offering resources that are available to help them with their challenges. So that's an example of a kind of informal service that our commission and staff provide to our local agencies. That completes my executive officer communications. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. I do see a hand up from Commissioner Alejo. Commissioner?
Yeah, I just wanted to speak on the future of Watsonville Community Hospital, as that's been a collaborative effort between Santa Cruz, Monterey County, and a lot of other partners in that, including the state of California. And I really want to just recognize Senator John Laird, who got legislation through both houses in Sacramento and received the governor's signature in, I believe, just under 3 weeks, which I think is a record to get any bill through so fast. But I think the state recognized the importance of trying to save that hospital and keep it running as a key healthcare institution for thousands of families in both my hometown and in North Monterey County. I know we're at a critical point because the sale has to close by the end of August. Fortunately, with everybody's efforts, about $45 million has been raised. The county of Monterey contributed $3 million directly, and Santa Cruz County Board of Supervisors contributed another $5 million out of that 45. But I know they're working hard to raise the other 15 million, because the 45 million is, I think, enough to purchase the hospital, but they need 15 million more just to have the cash flow. As we know, it takes time to get your money reimbursed from insurances and Medi-Cal and other funding sources. But I did want to just recognize the importance of it. And I believe it didn't have to go to this LAFCO because the state legislation kind of already allowed it to become a healthcare district without having to go through the formal procedures as you normally do for a new healthcare district. But I did want to recognize everybody's efforts and just to point out how critical it is that this hospital remain open for not only the employees, but the critical services it provides to the community. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Supervisor. Commissioner, we'll go to Alternate Velasquez. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chair. Just to follow up with Commissioner Alejo's comment, yeah, that was really important to be able to follow up the legislation or initiate the legislation under SB 418. I also want to make sure that we also thank Assemblymember Robert Rivas and Mark Stone and Senator Caballero as well for co-authoring and supporting that specific legislation as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I will say we took it up at Cal LAFCO, and it was there were a lot of questions initially just about the fact that it was bypassing the LAFCO process, but luckily we took a neutral position on that at that time to allow for it to continue. And at the end of the day, we know that access to healthcare is critical, and so appreciate everybody's effort around this table and around every other table, because we know it took a lot of hands to make this thing happen. So with that, we're going to turn to public comment and see if there's any public comment on the executive director's report. We ask folks to use the raise hand function once again. Seeing no hands going up, we'll go ahead and close the public comment for the report from the executive director, executive officer. Sorry, inappropriate title. My apologies, Kate. And with that, we are at the closed session portion of our agenda. And so the commission will conduct, there's 2 items on closed session. The commission will conduct a review of the public employee annual performance appraisal program in closed session pursuant to code section 54957, position LAFCO executive officer. And also pursuant to government code section 54956.9D1, the commission will confer with legal counsel regarding existing litigation, Monterey Peninsula Water Management District versus LAFCO Monterey, commissioners of the LAFCO Commission Monterey and DOES through 1 through 20, Monterey County Superior Court case number 22 CV 000925. With that, we will go ahead and take public.
Mr.
Yes,
Chair,
Supervisor.
just for the record, I'll be only participating in the performance evaluation. I'll drop off on that second item. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. So with that, public comment is open for the closed session items. Ask folks to use the raise hand function. Seeing no hands going up, we will close the public comment on these items and recess to closed session. I'll ask Kelly if she anticipates coming back, or will we adjourn out of closed?
Why don't we come back and then I can report out after closed session. It will take 2 seconds.
Okay, and then in terms of time, when should the public expect us back roughly, if we could provide an estimate?
I would say 15 minutes, 15 to 20.
Great. With that, then we are recessed to closed session, and Jonathan will launch that now. Thank you all.
There was no
Chair Lopez, are you muted?
No.
Are other people hearing him?
No.
Okay. Maybe your mic got muted somehow?
It's not showing muted.
No.
Well, maybe if Safrina could take a quick roll call vote and then I can quickly report out and we'll be done for the evening.
Safrina, you're muted. Oh, okay, now you're good.
Okay. Commissioner Craig?
Here.
Commissioner Gorley? Commissioner Gorley?
Here.
Thank you. Commissioner Oglesby?
Here.
Commissioner Poitras?
Here.
Commissioner LAFCO?
Here.
And Chair Lopez?
Here, you got me now? All
Mhm.
right. And with that,
Alternate Askew is here as well.
I'm sorry, Commissioner Fortescue. Thank you.
with that, we'll turn to council and see if there's anything to report out of closed session.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. There's no reportable items. And just so the record's clear, Commissioner Alejo did not participate in the second closed session item. He left after the first.
All right. And with that, we're adjourned.